Hello, guys. My name is Lucia, and I love reading stories about dominant women and submissive men. So let's get into the first story of today. This story is about a man who spent his anniversary alone while his wife spent it in someone else's arms. Let's get into it. Yesterday was our anniversary. 7 years. Wow, that's so long. 7 years married. A full decade together, if you count the years before the wedding. You know, for us, it used to matter. We used to plan things for it, like little getaways or at least a dinner somewhere nice. And when money was tight, we would still manage to do things. Like, for example, she would write me notes or bring home my favorite snacks or light candles and decorate, pretend like we were still dating. I used to love that. And this year it was different. Not like she forgot, because she didn't forget at all. That's the part that I keep thinking about. A few days ago, she asked if I would make her favorite lemon cake. Not in a mean or demanding way, just casual, like she was just asking for any other favor. Actually, she said, I would love a slice when I get back. It's not like she actually asked me. Not an if. It's not if I made it, but when. Like, it was already expected. So, yeah, she didn't ask me to make it, she kind of like ordered me. She didn't say where she was going that night, but she didn't need to. I've known for a while now. I think most people in my position stop asking after a certain point. Not because they don't care, but because the answer just confirms what they already know. And knowing too clearly can be harder than pretending you're confused. Yeah, like I told you, knowing perfectly well can be harder than pretending you're confused. She left the house around 5. I was in the kitchen already, getting ingredients out. I don't know why I started so early. Maybe I wanted something to do, maybe I didn't want to watch her walk out the door. But I did. She wore red, a dress that I've never seen before. It was tight, low cut, paired with heels and perfume she only wears when she is seeing him. I stood in the hallways with a spatula in my hand, and she gave me this quick, warm smile. Not guilty, not mean, just matter of fact. Like she knew I'll be there when she got back, and she appreciated that. She kissed my cheek and said, You are the best. And then she was gone. The house got so quiet after that. Even though nothing changed, like no music, no noise before, it just felt different once that door shut behind her. I tried not to think too much, just focused on the cake, measuring things carefully, mixing things by hand, yada yada. I was just trying not to think about anything. It came out looking perfect, honestly. One of the best lemon cakes I've ever made. I let it cool down and I cleaned the kitchen. I set the table with a little cloth and a plate, a fork, and everything. Then I sat down on the couch, not even tired, just blank. I didn't turn the TV on. I didn't look at my phone. I just waited. I waited and I waited. Hours. And right before midnight, she got home. I heard the car pull up, but I didn't see it. She didn't park, she just got dropped off. No one walked her to the door. She came in quiet, holding her heels in one hand, hair very messy, eyes tired, but in a good way. That kind of dazed, happy look, that people get after a long night of feeling wanted. I noticed the mark on her neck, the smudge of lipstick at the corner of her mouth. She didn't say anything about it, and I didn't ask. But to be honest, like, she didn't even try to hide it. She didn't even try to correct her makeup or her hair. She just came like that. She's definitely not trying to hide anything. She saw the cake right away and lit up. And she said, like, you really made it. You really did. So she cut herself a slice, still in her coat, and took a bite to the cake. She made a soft sound, something between a sigh and hum, and said, "Oh, God, you always make it just right. This cake is amazing." Then she looked over at me, still standing in the doorway, and added, "You really are the perfect husband and such a great cook." And I think she meant it, like, in her own way. Yeah. She kissed my forehead before heading to bed. Not a long pause, not a lingering look, just a gentle kiss, like a thank you. Yeah, there was really no passion in that kiss. She didn't shower, she didn't say goodnight. She just turned out the light and closed the bedroom door behind her. Yeah, guess where I slept? I slept on the couch. Not because she told me to, but because it felt easier that way. This morning I was making coffee when her phone buzzed on the counter. I wasn't snooping, I wasn't trying to see anything, but the screen just lit up and the message was there. Marcus, that's the name of the guy that messaged her, or how she has him on the phone, said Marcus in big and said, "Last night was perfect, you are amazing." Damn. Wow. Nothing romantic, no hearts, no games. He was just so direct. Just something honest, casual, and confident. Like he was just following up on a really good meeting. Like this is normal now. Maybe it is. I didn't bring it up. She didn't mention anything either. We just had coffee together. She had another slice of cake, and I washed the dishes while she scrolled her phone. I wanted to ask her if she had fun. I wanted to say something, like anything. But the truth is, I was afraid to know the answer. Now it's evening again. She's upstairs, napping, and I can hear her breathing softly through the vent. The house is clean, lights are low, and the other half of cake is just sitting in the fridge untouched. I don't know if she'll finish it, but I'll keep baking it, I think. Not because she expects me to, not even because I want to, just because it's what I do. And right now, being useful feels better than being forgotten. Thank you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the story. And if you have any ideas or if this story made you feel something, I would appreciate if you left a comment. I read and comment all of your messages. Thank you and see you in the next one.